You will increase your efficiency 20% if you learn to do the tough things first, the ones you don't want to do.
Ray Zinn now imparts his management philosophy in Tough Things First. In this series, Zinn covers it all, from the essence of human happiness.
If you're going to make it a consistent practice of working Saturdays just because you think you've got to work 80 hours a week to be successful, you're just flat out wrong.
To the downside of venture capital.
People said, well, don't sweat the small things. Well, I guarantee if you don't sweat the small things, the big things are going to become a mess.
And the essence of entrepreneurial discipline.
Don't want to wait until you jump off the cliff to grab a parachute.
Now here's Ray Zinn, Silicon Valley's longest-serving CEO. I'm Rob Artigo, former Bay Area radio personality and your host for this edition of the Tough Things First podcast with Ray Zinn, the longest-serving CEO in Silicon Valley history. Hi, Ray.
Hi, Rob.
This is a special edition of the Tough Things First podcast where we are also on video. So if you want to watch instead of just listen, you can navigate to toughthingsfirst.com. On the pull-down menu, find this podcast. Under podcasts, there is a Watch Now link, and you just click that and you go to Ray's YouTube channel and you're all set. And this is also an extra special edition of the Tough Things First podcast since we have actual questions from college entrepreneurs.
Hi, Ray Zinn. I'm Ruby Jackson with A&T Outlet here from WVU, and we just wanted to say thank you for all of your support of student entrepreneurs. We couldn't do this without you, and we're really happy that we got to participate in the Zinn Starter Pitch Competition, and thank you for the Tough Things First. Can't wait to learn more about entrepreneurship from you, and there's a handstand here. Thank you.
These are students at West Virginia University, and they're part of the Zinn Starter Entrepreneur Program that's available to students full-time at the university. So it's basically the kind of the Shark Tank for a university, where these students are allowed to present their ideas to a board of students, and then those students are selected by the board to get funding from Zinn Starter to implement their ideas.
All right, let's get to the first question here.
Hey, Ray Zinn, nice to meet you. My name's Carlton Perry. First, I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting West Virginia University. And on top of that, the Launch Lab, your contributions and just your advice really helps us entrepreneurs here, and it really shows. On top of that, I'm actually really looking forward to reading your book. I heard it's a great book. I heard that you're a great author on top of that. So I'm ready to see what it's about and get into that. But my question to you is that in the world of AI, how would you encourage leaders to not let AI get in the way of it clouding human judgment and decision making?
That's a tough one, because AI is so pervasive, or will be even more pervasive, and it'll really, you can almost have AI be the managers, as you would, or bots be the managers, and the more the leader lets the bot be the leader or give direction, the less human reaction you're going to have between the true manager, the human manager of the department, as he interacts with his subordinates. So the only way that we can prevent AI from actually taking over the role of a supervisor is by having that personal interaction, making sure that there is a personal interaction between the supervisor and the subordinate, as opposed to just letting a bot direct the activity.
Let's check out question number 2.
Hi, Ray. This is Cassidy from Green Matter. I just want to say thank you so much for your support of WVU Entrepreneurship Program and throughout the entire state. I just got gifted your book. I'm very excited to read it. But I just had some questions for you regarding investors and capital, in regards to how do investors typically look for startups and how they invest in them? At what stage do you typically look for, and are you more focused on the idea, the entrepreneur? I would love to hear back from you if you ever have time. But other than that, thank you again for your support. I'm looking forward to reading your book.
Okay, so investors, of course, are looking at what kind of return they're going to get on their investment. And so they're going to be looking at the market that the idea is being promoted, and also the team uh, that's promoting the idea, and also what how much longevity there is in the product itself or idea. So uh, they're pretty adept at doing this. Uh, I mean, if you look at the statistics, they're only successful like 1 out of 10 investments actually make them real money. But they do put a lot of effort in understanding the markets. Generally, they are um, technically experts in those markets, and they know and understand them. And so, if it looks like that idea has leg room or runway, then they'll go ahead and support it. And there are various stages. There's all the way from seed money all the way to to end of life money that investors put money into ideas. So you can be at early stage or you can be a late stage. So it depends again um, what kind of investor you're looking for. So if you're looking for an early stage investor, they're very much focused on the runway or the leg room of the idea. Whereas the later stage, they're looking at the history and the performance of the company if they intend to invest at a later stage of the company.
And the other part of that question was, for you personally, when you have somebody talking to you about what their project they're working on, do you look at their idea or the person who's presenting it first? I mean, are you investing in the person or the idea first?
We're looking at both. We're looking at the student because they're the ones that are going to be implementing the idea, and then of course the idea itself. But I've seen great ideas, but not particularly students that have that energy and that passion to see it through. So I can tell by the way they make the presentation whether or not they're going to be a successful entrepreneur. The idea in the Zen Starter is not so important. It is in training or developing the student. So the purpose of Zen Starter is for an educational um, uh, promise, as you would, or projection, as opposed to we don't make any money. Zen Starter doesn't have any ownership in the idea. So it's strictly a way to educate the students, and that's the purpose of Zen Starter. Is it's really an educational tool.
Okay. Let's move on to question number 3.
Hey there, my name is Tyler. I recently pitched Rock Shop at the Zinn Pitch Competition this past month, and I just want to say thank you for the book and supporting West Virginia's entrepreneurial ecosystem, specifically the Launch Lab. I have a question for you. What can a leader do at no cost that makes their team feel more valued? Thanks for your time.
It's encouragement. It's really the driving force behind it, encouraging them, expressing great gratitude for their efforts. Um, uh, Really, people like to hear gratitude. They like to hear you're grateful, and so so well, thank you for that input, or thank you for that idea or suggestion, and then be positive. So the most important thing is to be a positive influence on your people.
Okay. And then this is the final question.
Hey, Mr. Zinn, I'm Ethan Weaver, and I wanted to thank you for all you've done for the Morris L. Hayhurst Launch Lab and for this book especially. I have one question for you. What stands out in the students that you choose to put your time into and invest your money into? Like, what are the qualities that stand out for you as an entrepreneur? Thank you.
Well, I'd like to correct something in the beginning here, and that is I don't really choose the students. It's the school that chooses them. And it's a very selective program, just like an interview. You're interviewed. It's not. I'm dealing with like 7 schools, so obviously I don't pick all the students. We have hundreds of students that are involved in the Zinn Starter program across the United States. And so it's not me picking the students; it's more the student boards or the professor that's in charge of the Zinn Starter educational program that actually selects the students for the program. So we get on average about 1 out of 3 students, or 1/3 of the ones that actually interview are selected.
And maybe we could rephrase this for the purposes of this particular student's question and just say, what is it that you see is special in the students that you get to listen to these questions and you get to see these presentations and who these people are. What stands out to you about them that makes them sort of these more, I don't want to call them unicorns because nobody's that, but being special in their ability to dive right into being entrepreneurs?
I say it's the passion and drive that they have is the primary determining factor.
Okay, fantastic, Ray. You gauge your reaction to what this experience we had here. We haven't done this before, which is have these video clips of these young people, young entrepreneurs, and it must be pretty exciting to see that feedback. I mean, they all had very nice things to say about you, about Zinn Starter. They each had a book in their hands that said "Tough Things First," and one of them pointed out that you got the handstand, and the pictures behind me here, that you've got your famous handstand there from your athleticism. But they all appreciated what you were doing with Zinn Starter, but also appreciated you. Must be pretty cool to hear some of that feedback.
Yeah, I was 65 when I did that handstand.
That's probably more special to her now that you said that. Yeah, that's cool. All right, Ray, let's wrap this up now. Thank you to all those entrepreneur young people who joined in and helped us out with this podcast. I'd like to say, please check us out at toughthingsfirst.com. All those Zinn stars are really cool people to have on the show. If you haven't watched it yet, you can watch it by going to toughthingsfirst.com, and there is a video link there when you find this podcast. Listeners can check out Ray's books, Tough Things First, of course, The Essential Leader, and the Zen of Zinn series is out there, including Zen of Zinn Daily, which is the newest one. If you've enjoyed this podcast, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a leader who needs it. Until next time, do the tough things first, right, Ray?
Right. Do the tough things first. Daily.
Daily. You've been listening to the Tough Things First podcast, proud to introduce Ray Zinn's new book, Zen of Zinn Daily, available in paperback and digital formats where books are sold.